Matt Jarvis says, let me try and bait you with an astronomy question, coming off of my planetarium remarks. From what I've read, plans to deal with an incoming meteor asteroid on a collision course is where, assuming we have lead time, NASA wants to send out a probe that they can park next to it and use the mass to oh so slightly alter its course to miss the Earth. The Russians' plan is to send out a really big nuke and blow the crap out of it. Is either plan feasible, and if so, do you think either country have actually done anything to build a device craft to go out there and do it? No, I don't think either country's built a device to do it. I don't think any country could really do it. I don't believe we have the technology. It depends on how much time we had. I just wanted to take that question because I wanted to get to the issue of this idea of blowing up an asteroid. Most people who understand close quarters combat will tell you that if the person is unarmored as the Earth is, it's better to get shot with a bullet than it is to get shot with a shotgun. Now, at long range, you take the shotgun. Stings a little bit. But at close range, a shotgun will blow a hole in you this big. And so when you talk about blowing up an asteroid, you're talking about taking a bullet and turning it into a shotgun blast. And so the operational, the decision-making basis is how big are these pieces going to be? If you put enough pieces out there and they're small enough, every time you break something into smaller pieces, you increase the surface area. And that's what you want. Because if you decrease the mass of the asteroid so that what was once a big compact sphere is now millions of tiny little spheres, then you get two things that are really, really good. One of them is since their mass is lower, the atmosphere does a better job of slowing and stopping them. And secondly, because they're smaller, they have more surface area. And again, the atmosphere gets to act on them more, heats them up, and incinerates most of them. But if you're talking about one giant bullet and you blow it up into pieces, now you've got 8 big bullets. It just means that you're just going to shoot a shotgun at the Earth. This business about blowing up an asteroid, I think, is a terribly bad idea because the asteroid's orbit is going to intersect the Earth. And so if you blow it up, those particles are going to intersect the Earth. They're going to spread. And I don't think anybody's talking about getting them down small enough, I mean, a rock the size of this, the rock this big comes straight down to the Earth. It hits the Earth. It doesn't hit very fast because of the small mass and the larger surface area. But I don't think you want to turn it into a shotgun blast. I think it's a terrible idea. Now, a much better idea is this idea of a it's not really a probe. It's essentially you're going to fly an engine to the asteroid, either a conventional rocket engine or an ion engine or something like that. And anybody who's studied orbital mechanics knows that you don't have to just move the orbital path to the left of the planet or the right of Earth. You can just make it go a little tiny bit faster or a little tiny bit slower, and it'll miss a little bit. So I think that's definitely the answer. I think what you basically need is you need a rocket with an inverted kind of a stand on the top, and you just fly it to the asteroid, get it secured, and burn the daylights out of it, and either slow it down or speed it up enough to miss the Earth. There's certainly a way to predict the exactly correct vector that where the smallest amount of delta V will have the largest deflection in terms of where that asteroid would have gone otherwise. You just get in there and just push it. You don't have to push it very hard, and you don't have to push it very long. You can just accelerate it, slow it down, change its orbital angle by a degree or two, depending on how far in advance you do it. Now, if you find out that something can hit the Earth 30 years from now, you could send it a little ion engine, because all you have to do is just increase its velocity just a little bit over 5 years, and you miss. I think if we found out that this was going to happen, we would, in fact, be able to do something about it now. I don't think we have plans to do it now, but if we had 2 years, let's say, we would, I think we could do it. Now, there's a double-sided thing here. We've only probably found, it used to be 10% of the total asteroids that we know are out there, and it's probably higher now because we've done a pretty good job of actually looking for the asteroids. So the bad news is there's lots and lots and lots of pieces out there that we haven't found yet. The good news is that all of these pieces are really pretty small. If it's something of significant enough size to cause like an extinction level event, we probably know where it is. So the ones that we don't see are the ones that are a couple hundred feet across, maybe, or 10 feet across or whatever. And they're going to make a big boom like that Russian thing and come over and break some windows. But it's not the same as what we're talking about. It's not a planet-killing device. And by the way, there are no planet-killing asteroids. We've never had a planet-killing asteroid. We've had asteroids that have wiped out most of the life on Earth and reset the intelligence clock, but they've never sterilized the Earth, because here we are. Earth is a tough old baby. She will last a lot longer than you think.